Well, my name is Ray Durham, and I'm responsible for all of our rear-wheel drive SUV products.
And Jeep falls under this category of rear-wheel drive SUV?
Absolutely. The Grand Cherokee, the Wrangler, and I also have a couple Dodges in there too as well.
You were at Moab last year when you and your son first came over and met Axial at the Jeep booth there in downtown Moab. What did you think about the Axial vehicles?
Well, first of all, anytime we see an RC car exhibit, we rush to it. We've been involved in RC cars for a long time. So then to top that off with seeing a little Wrangler running around as well, I mean, we were right at home. It was perfect. And the thing that was really amazing to me is the level of detail. Normally, you know, we see all kinds of off-road and RC cars. And what you notice is, you can tell, us being in engineering, that they do things that's easy to make. But when we grab one of the Axial Jeep Wranglers and you look at it, you look at the level of detail, you look at how well it mimics what my on-road Wrangler is, it's amazing. It's just astonishing. And I mean, all the way down from the frame, the section, the suspension, axles, then the upgrade ability of changing to aluminum parts, CV joints, the ring and pinion, the ability to change the shock valving. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's great. Then you take that and then we start driving them. And well, you know, it's hard to pull us away from playing with the Wrangler, and how well the control and how fine the crawl ratio allows you to be able to manipulate and go over obstacles, and the traction level of the tires. I mean, it's very similar to what we do every day in engineering.
Your son had a lot of fun.
Yes, he did.
He enjoyed it, and he's with me here this year again.
Awesome.
And that was the first thing he told me when I told him I was coming to meet with you guys again. He's like, "Oh, that's great." So since we left, he's taken the vehicle and he's added upgraded parts. I mean, we've played around with different things. I mean, it's been a great collection added to our collection. How I got started in college, in engineering school, we had vehicle dynamics as a class, and one way of trying to translate and play around with the things that we had learned was to go out and get RC cars. And we would take that to the next level of tuning, playing, tweaking things, putting a little bit bigger stay bars on them, changing stay bar ratios, but we were very limited in what you could do because the parts weren't available. So you would try to make your own. And that's one of the beauties, I think, today, is if you look at the line of Axial products and you look at what you can do to upgrade and play and tweak, it's phenomenal. There's so many different events in Moab that we're able to come with an engineering group, get a lot of work done on multiple different trails with multiple different conditions and skill set and skill levels, that it allows us to get a lot of work done in one concentrated area. All of our Jeeps, we like to get out here to Moab, and it gives us a full range of testing, all the way from our Compass Patriot all the way to our flagship, which is our Rubicon Wrangler. We also use the Rubicon, but that course allows us really to stick to the Wrangler and the Grand Cherokee. We've taken the Grand Cherokee through the Rubicon. You really, it shows that there's a reason it wears those trail rated badge, and that's an information that every one of our customers know that it goes through this type of rigor before it becomes a trail rated Jeep. So in the office, this is the best part, and if you walk by my office today, you'll see a piece of wood, and it's a ramp, and what I have on it is an RC car to demonstrate to all the people that constantly come to, "Ray, why aren't we going independent suspension?" And what I do is I break out my ramp, I take a little Jeep RC vehicle, and I start running it up the ramp. and I show them why a Wrangler needs to be a solid axle, because of its articulation and the ability to get the ramp index numbers that we need to make this the best off-road vehicle in the world. We were using the model to show how a full track bar, how the whole steering system works, all the way from the gear to the drag link to the cross car tube, and showing him, using the model and showing him, hey, here's why we do what we do. And it's all the way even to the engineering groups. It's always good to be able to show somebody that comes in, well, what is that? What do you mean? What does that mean? Well, it's a whole lot easier than going downstairs and grabbing a car. I can reach over, roll a model over and say, well, here's what I'm talking about. It's great. It's a fantastic tool. Then we take it one step further, and that is, it's a relief. You know, we work long hours. There's no doubt about when we're in the middle of getting projects through, it's nothing to start at 6:30, 6 in the morning and work till 7, 8 o'clock at night. The good part about it is later on in the afternoon, after everybody's gone, the phones just stop ringing, and we're sitting around having a conversation like we're doing now, our best thinking time. That's the time when we break out the little cars. And we'll have obstacles and things, and it's a great relief just to kind of take back, decompress a little bit, play around with the cars, talk about different things, and really use them as a training and like a tool as opposed to a toy. I would actually not call them a toy. I would say they're more than a toy. Toys are for kids. Something everybody can't say that they have, that they've spent the time to research, work with the engineering groups, work with the design office, work with all the right people to have the most authentic looking RC car on the market.